What's going on, guys? Jets just wrapped up their second day of training camp practice. Here to give you the bullet points. If you appreciate it, a thumbs up is an easy way to show it. And it's just practice, so cue the Allen Iverson meme. We're already going at each other's throats with some overreaction, so I'm going to tell you what happened, and it means as much or as little to you as you decide. So, quick injury note off the top. Will McDonald, not practicing. Sleeve on his leg. I'm sure Coach Shala will be asked about that at some point today. Doesn't seem too serious since he was still in the workout area, walking around, bearing all the weight on his leg. So we'll see there. Duane Brown didn't look like he was at practice again. So it was noted yesterday he was excused for a personal reason, but he wasn't on the PUP list. So hope Duane and his family are good, but that does not seem injury related for Duane Brown. Overall, offense, super sloppy, lots of penalties. Drop passes were a problem. I noted drop passes by Izzy Abanikanda. By Garrett Wilson, that would have been a touchdown. One by Michael Carter, running back, and then two by Allen Lazard. Now, the defensive line also giving it to the offensive line. Carl Lawson getting the best of Billy Turner multiple times. Huff getting around Becton, and Becton and Clemens also had some nice battles per Zach Rosenblatt, in which Clemens got around Becton to sack Zach Wilson. Now, a few quick caveats here. The Jets are returning 9 starters on defense. They have the same defensive coaching staff. The Jets offense is installing a brand new offense with new weapons and a new quarterback and all of that, not to mention that defenses are typically ahead of offense in general. Also, it's really hard to block people when you're not wearing pads. So that's all expected, that the offense will be a little bit behind the defense. Some of the drops and penalties you want to see go away, but overall the defense outperforming the offense is to be totally expected. And particularly when you get to the second team, the Jets' second team defensive line, like Clemens and guys like Quentin Jefferson in there against the second team offensive line with no pads on, is just not going to be fair. Those guys have no shot. So I would credit the Jets defensive line depth there as more of a positive with those battles. Now, Aaron Rodgers was 8 of 13 on the day, and there were 4 passes dropped, so could have been 11 of 13 and would have had a touchdown if Garrett Wilson was able to hold on to that one by the pylon per Zach Rosenblatt. Zach Wilson had an up and down day, made a couple of nice sidearm completions per Robbie Sabo, hit Zach Kuntz in stride for a big game. Also airmailed a short out route and then dirted a screen pass. So it's 2 throws in practice. I think with Zach, I almost don't even want to talk about him because depending on where you're at, either only the good stuff matters or only the bad stuff matters, or you're a hater if this or you're a truther if that. Look, I'm just hoping that for this year, this coaching staff can turn him into a competent backup, which is what, a top 50 quarterback in the NFL. That's all I'm asking. I'll worry about 2026 when it comes. But for Zach, I don't care if he goes 4 for 11 or any of that. Aaron Rodgers was like 6 for 12 yesterday or whatever. But those yip throws, that's something I want to keep an eye on. Again, it's 2 throws. But if that trend does continue, it will concern you a little bit. But overall, I think we're just going to overreact to what Zach Wilson does in shorts, for better or for worse. So I'm going to do my best not to do that. A couple of young players that really surprised with nice plays. Tony Adams making a really impressive pass breakup on a would-be touchdown pass from Aaron Rodgers to Mecole Hardman. I think Tony Adams might already have the best free safety skill set on this team. I think he's got a shot to be a starter. Jason Brownlee, undrafted free agent wide receiver, caught the first deep ball of practice from Aaron Rodgers, getting both of his feet in. And Brownlee was somebody that Aaron Rodgers mentioned by name after the voluntaries. And per Brian Costello, Rodgers and Brownlee have been talking, quote unquote, a lot. So I think if I had to throw a dart in there for wide receiver 6, I would give Jason Brownlee the leg up there. Michael Clemens, as we said, had some fun battles with Becton, I understand if you're in just wait and see mode on Mekhi Becton because he hasn't played in 2 years, but it's hard not to get excited seeing how lean. And there was a video of him doing just like leg kick warm-ups of him getting his foot like up near his shoulder and looking like an absolute brick house. He looks absolutely menacing and terrifying. He's got a long summer to go. He's mostly working with the 2s. He still has a knee brace on his right knee. Cautiously optimistic about Mekhi Becton because he does look like an absolute stud. But Michael Clemens had a great day picking on the number 2s inside and outside, and Al Woods, an absolute destroyer in the run game. So there it is. News and notes for today's practice. If you want them tomorrow, you can subscribe, and we'll talk all soon.